Dollastic here. Today I am back for another Funko Pop review. Today we're going to be looking at the Steven Universe collection. Currently they are Hot Topic exclusive pre-releases, which means that they're available at Hot Topic only at this point, but eventually they will be available in other places. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at them. So quickly taking a look at the box, Funko Pops always have the same format boxes. They have a large view window in the front and half a face illustration. Here's the illustration of Steven, and he is number 85. Here's the illustration for Garnet, and she is number 86. Here's the illustration of Amethyst, which is, by the way, my favorite, and she is number 87. Lastly but not least, here is the illustration of Pearl, and she is number 88. The back of the box looks exactly the same on all of them except for the illustration on the side, and as you can see, there are currently only 4 in this collection, which includes Steven, Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl. I'm hoping that they will add more onto this collection, but for now, only 4, and that will do for me for now. One of the things that I love about Funko Pop is that they are super easy to take out from their box, and you can just take them out without damaging the packaging or the figure inside. Here is Steven, and he is actually much smaller than I had expected him to be. With these figures, it's unavoidable to see some factory mistakes, which usually is the paint mistake, and there's a little scuff here which I think I might be able to clean up. But other than that, I think the sculpting is so nice, and I love how he looks super cartoony, and the colors are super vibrant as you can see. Look at the details on his flip-flops too. Isn't he just really cute? Look at his smile. Oh, he's just so adorable. Personally, I think the way they sculpted his hair is quite neat. Actually, it looks like a little rose, don't you think? So that was Steven. Now let's take a look at Garnet, which is number 86. She looks so cool too. I love how she looks in the box. She'll look more amazing out of the box, and she does. Oh my goodness. Look at her. Okay, so first of all, the way they painted the gems in her hands are actually really neat. They actually make them look like actual gems, but they're just painted on, so it's just acrylic paint, but they did a wonderful job of painting them. As you can see, the colors are super vibrant, and I feel like they're quite true to the animation. And I was a little worried that they would not paint her eyes, but they actually painted her eyes. Then they put a separate semi-transparent plastic over her eyes to make them look even cooler, so you can even see her eyes, kind of. Here is how she looks. Oh my goodness, she looks so cool. Here is Amethyst, which, by the way, in the packaging, Amethyst looks the coolest to me, but we shall see. Oh my goodness, she is awesome. Honestly, Funko Pops tend to look so much better out of the box, and I feel like it applies to Amethyst as well. I already loved her inside her packaging, but outside the packaging, she looks even cooler. Look at the way they actually sculpted her hair. They even put this like little extra piece to give more volume and dimension to her hair. She's just so cool, and look at the way they painted her lips. But like I said, factory mistakes are kind of unavoidable. I don't know if you can see. I don't think it shows that well on camera, but you can definitely see it really clearly in person. There's a hairline dent around her lips, but that didn't really show when she was inside the packaging, and I usually keep them inside the box, so I don't think that will be a problem for me at all. They did a fantastic job of designing her. Oh my gosh, just look at her fists and everything. Just, oh, I love everything about her. And finally, here is Pearl, who is number 88. Because of Pearl's overall lighter color scheme, it is more visible to see any kind of paint mistake on her, but still, I think they did a fantastic job on her, especially her pose and the little details on her. They also put that little poof on the back to give more volume and to be more true to the show itself. She has a smile on her face and this pearl on her forehead. I don't don't know if you can tell, but it has pearly paint on it. Can you see? It's got more sheen or more shine than the other parts of her body. Can you tell? And as you can see, in case you guys were worried about if they will be able to stand up by themselves outside the packaging, yes, they can. They actually stand up quite nicely. Steven, Garnet, and Amethyst are the most sturdy. Pearl might have a little bit of trouble depending on the figure you get, but overall, they all stand up really nicely. So here are the 4 Funko Pop Steven Universe figures I got. If I were to choose the favorite out of these 4 figures I got, just by looking at the aesthetics and colors and everything, I think my favorite is definitely Amethyst. But Steven does look really cool as well. Which one's your favorite? Also, if you watch the show, please let me know who is your favorite character in the comment section below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, bye guys!